Hi, Cancer. You guys hopefully will have it better than Aries, Taurus, and Gemini had. Rewatching those videos, I noticed I had a tendency to say or a lot. Excuse me, sorry. That was mostly due to my nerves. However, I'm feeling a little bit more secure in this, so hopefully your reading will go a lot smoother. I had explained to the other signs, which I'll try to explain to you. I'm so sorry about that I was meaning to get your readings out by the 1st of this month. However, I was unaware of the workload that it would be to do so, which is all on me. I will hope in the future that everything will come out in a timely fashion, hopefully the week before the month starts. But this will be your monthly reading. I will examine the energy that we're walking away from, what we're walking into, and the advice that is best given to you at this time to aid in your progression. I'm so sorry. So, with that, I said it again. With that, I will go into your November reading, Cancerians. How are you feeling? I know I'm feeling overwhelmed. I feel a lot of good is coming in. I feel like we're gaining a grasp on our habits, our vices, what holds us back, who holds us back. I think that we found ourselves really honing in on the Cancer energy. What I mean by that is that we're really staying at home, staying away from people. It's not that anyone's exactly doing you harm at this time, it's that you're trying to self-evaluate so that you can propel forward, because the Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the energy and the ebbs and flow go in and out as the waning and the waxing of the moon does. So we are very moody, and this energy of this month has really been examining that. And I think with the new moon in Scorpio that had just occurred last night, we're starting to go through tremendous healing. And when Venus goes direct on the 16th, I think there will be a lot of opportunities for love and a lot of opportunities in our relationships. So I'm just about to finish shuffling here. Pull some cards. The Sun. This is the energy that we've been starting to harness. I think that the Sun relates a lot to a very jovial energy, so I think right now we've been holding on to this childlike desire, what it is that our heart truly is asking us to do, what it is that our younger self wanted to accomplish. I think we've been starting to implement these things into our everyday routine and starting to become more aware of what it is that we want. And I think that we're doing so in a sort of sneaky way. And I don't mean that as we're doing things that are wrong. I mean it as people aren't aware of what we're really bringing to the table right now. I say we a lot because I myself am a Cancer sun, so I'm also relating to this reading. So I apologize for that if that becomes distracting. But yeah, we are starting to follow our intuition, and we are starting to bring our ideas to light. The sun is all about outward energy. It is not your emotions. It is what you are bringing outside. And I think we're working a lot, and we've been really coming into our power lately. I think that we do well in Scorpio season. We do well in any of the water signs because we relate to it so well. So I think right now we're really using the energy for our benefit. Ace of Coins. For many of you, I believe that either a new job has presented itself to you or new opportunities of making money have presented themselves to you in the way that perhaps someone is giving you side jobs, or you are able to have an opportunity in a field or a way that will bring you more fulfillment. Emotionally, I feel like this opportunity is something that you've been waiting for, and I feel like this energy is just starting to come in, or has just happened. So I feel like a lot of you at this time have went through a career change or underwent a process of following your dream in some way, shape, or form, and opportunities are presenting themselves to you to move forward on that. So I see a lot of positive coming in. Probably this first week that I missed. Okay, sorry. The Empress. The Four of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're birthing creativity into your life. I feel like perhaps you're going after a dream after you've been quiet and resting on it for a long time. I feel like a lot of Cancers have the tendency to dream so much that they stick inside their head and they don't let it come out into real life. And we're cardinal, like I said before, so we have the potential to go forward with these projects, but I feel like we think about it for so long, it takes us so long to actually start sometimes. And once we do, we usually progress much faster than other people do. However, to get there is a challenge. And I feel like you've been resting on what it is that you really wanted to go after because you weren't sure of how the outcome would be. But things are being shown to you that you're actually called to go after this job or go after this hobby or indulge in this new creative venture that's coming around from you because you want to move on from everything that you've been doing. 8 is also, a number revolving around Scorpio season because it's the number of transformation. It's the number of that you can fail or you can fly. So what is it that you're going to do? And that's what that 8 of Cups is dealing with. Are you going to give up on these emotions? Are you going to walk away from them? Or are you going to let them overtake you? Or are you going to use this energy to move forward towards something that is actually healing and prosperous for you? The Magician. You are gaining control of everything around you. Things are starting to seem a lot more balanced than they've been, and Cancers are so scared of things not being secure that I think for a long time you've been ignoring the inner magician within you. You've been dismissing the fact that you have the ability to move forward with such a progression, to harness the energies around you and use them to your benefit. However, you've been so blindsided by your emotions, and I feel like things are starting to look up, but you're scared, because Cancers always think once things start to go well, when is it going to all fall down? Because we're always so focused on things being negative. However, that's not the time, that's not the overall view of this reading. Things are going well. Things are going very well. And now is the time that we have to use to really harness this change. The Five of Pentacles. I feel like this change might take a bit of a financial loss. Perhaps you need to take a step back and maybe go into some kind of an internship or take a job that makes a little less money but makes you happier. And I feel like you're so focused on the security that this is what's worrying you, and that might have been what was blocking that Magician energy. But I feel like it's kind of in your head. I feel like you're overwhelmed by everything that's around you. You have so much going on. You can't make up your mind. You can't make a decision. Like King of Swords. And you want to follow logic. You want to follow logic because you're so used to following your heart that you feel like it leads you to the wrong place. But you have to know that your heart always leads you to a place where you're going to gain the most benefit. It's going to lead you into places that are hard, that are difficult, that are challenging, because that is where you will progress the most. 10 of Cups. Everything is going to be blissful. Everything is going to be aligned. Everything around you is helping you right now. But you're too worried about the money. You're too worried about what people think and what they're saying and your feelings and being stuck in the past. That you're forgetting the fact that you have the energy to birth everything that you want and use all of the magic that you have within yourself to really move forward. I gotta say, you have a much better reading than some of the other signs so far. So, I definitely count your blessings. Get out of your head. Really, get out of your head. This stuck in my hand, so I'm gonna say it's this one. Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. Truth could be coming out about a situation. I feel like this truth is your truth. I feel like you're going to really let out what needs to come out. Things that you've kept inside for a long time. Maybe telling that boss off that you wanted to tell off, or the person in your life that doesn't need to be there. Page of Swords reversed. The Page of Swords is one of trickery. In reverse, I want to say that the truth is coming out and things are seeming more clear. I feel like they're going to come out in an immature fashion. Perhaps it's actually not planned on your own part, but I feel like it's going to come out for your benefit. I feel like the truth is coming out about a situation regarding an Aries. And I feel like this is something that you've got attached to the situation with the job. Either you need to speak to a boss or a coworker that is an Aries, and the truth needs to come out about a situation of something that's unjust, or you've been so worried about a situation that is occurring with an Aries at this time that you've been unable to harness the Empress energy because you're too focused on what you want to have and what you need to come out. And what you need to come out will come out when it needs to. I just don't think that you are going to have much of a part in it. I think that it's going to be a little destined. And I feel like it'll go well. I feel like for some of you, this might be that you need to have a conversation about your worth in a workplace. For some of you, it might need to be reconciling with a relationship so that you feel secure enough to move forward with your dreams. And I feel like things are going to come out of it, really good things. And I feel like there's an overall energy of success and celebration. 2 of Wands. And I feel like you'll have 2 decisions that you'll have to move from. And I feel like this is going to be between the jobs or the amount of time that you're spending in 2 places. Maybe it's that you want to give extra time to this hobby that you're adopting. But I feel like you're going to have a choice between 2 things, and you're going to have to figure out how to balance it out to find the sun energy. How to figure out which is worth more of your time now for your future. And the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. I feel like it's going to be an inner conflict. You're going to feel really tested by your material world. I feel like things around you are going to seem unstable, but they're bringing you to a great place. And it's just because things are changing and you're very stuck on not changing right now. But this is all for your benefit. This is all good. This is all very good energy, and I'm very actually pleased to have given this reading, and I'm sorry if you guys are worried about the changes or this conversation or this truth that might come out, but this is all for your benefit. These struggles are what leads to the celebration. You can't have the 10 of Cups unless you have the 5 of Wands. You can't have that 10 of Cups unless you have the 5 of Coins. You can't have the Ace. You can't have these new beginnings. You can't go through the cycle again until you go through it the first time. And that's where we're at. So I think that a lot is coming. I think that we have to be aware. I think that things are going to progress after the Venus retrograde. Once it goes direct, we will be in shadow period. However, I think things will start to become more clear. The veil is very thin, and it's funny, as I say this, I said this in a reading last night, and I was actually watching one today, and someone was saying the same thing, so I was like, must be true. But the veil is very thin right now, and we're able to connect to our higher selves a lot easier than we were able to before. And that's because with Scorpio season and with the new moon that had just occurred, our psychic abilities are in hyperdrive right now. So I feel like we can really use this energy to our benefit. This veil is helping us. This thin veil is helping us to see where we gotta go now. So it's up to us for the rest of this month. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope all good things are happening. I hope that you guys walk towards a lot of money and away from bad opportunities and people and bosses. And I hope to see you again next month, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you very much for bearing with me. Hopefully I hadn't said as many times as I had for the first 3 signs. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Thank you.